Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to take a run through one of my favorite Asian grocery stores, and I'm going to show you some of the things that deserve to be in your cart and some of the things to stay away from. So let's get started. Here's a new grocery store. It was actually a Hispanic grocery store the last time I was in it a few years ago, but now it looks like it has turned into a hybrid of Asian and Hispanic food, and I'm going to go in there and check out what is healthy and what I may want in my cart. I absolutely love walking in and seeing all of the great fruit. What on earth is that ginormous thing? Wow. Check that out. Beautiful, interesting fruit. Pomegranates, I'm getting one. Dragon fruit. I always wondered where to get this, where I'm at. And this is the place. Papaya for green papaya salad. Yeah, I do love the fruits and veggies here. Now this is why I love stores like this. Look at the beautiful Napa cabbage, the beautiful bok choy, the beautiful bean sprouts, broccoli, bok choy, more lettuce, pea pods, basil, mint, jalapeno peppers, green beans, green peppers, scallions, red peppers, cucumbers, eggplant, baby eggplant. Look at those little babies. Big cucumbers, lemongrass, broccoli, green eggplant. I'm going to try those. I've never seen those. So, and then longer eggplant. Absolutely fresh and delicious. Beautiful garlics, melons of some sort, fresh produce. And then we've got our sweet potatoes, our garnet potatoes, our ginger, beautiful, and even more vegetables, tomatoes, limes, mushrooms, peanuts, lemongrass, cabbages, coconut. I love that, crack my own coconut. We have meats down here, very interesting meats. And we got the frozen section, dumplings, lots of dumplings. Now I'm thinking a lot of those are not in a whole wheat, but they could be, so check out your package. I do like this. There's a couple yogurts hiding amongst all of this. You've got some butter and some cheese, eggs. Oh, those are duck eggs. Shirataki noodles do have fiber because they are from a plant called a konjac plant. I've had these. They're kind of glutinous tasting. They're a little expensive, but they are kind of fun in a pinch. I'm sure they're not organic. Let's see what they are. Oh, wow, non-GMO, which actually is really good. Certified plant-based. Non-GMO means that the seed was not manufactured or changed. And tofu, which is always so good to get some protein. I always look for non-GMO, and that is non-GMO, so I check that out. And you have your fish market. And we have our frozen fish. I'm not familiar with a lot of these fishes. But, you know, just read the package, make sure you know where they were harvested from, what ocean, make sure the water's clean. Now I like this aisle. We have a lot of sardines and all that. What I look for in a sardine is what is the country that it was fished in. Right here we have it was in Portugal. I like that, Portugal and Morocco. I don't really eat a lot of the fishes that are pulled out of Asia water. When it says that, I don't know where that exactly means, so I don't purchase that. This is sardines in tomato with sugar and salt. Why would we need sugar in there? So, and I don't even know where that is raised. I don't know where that was fished at, but in reference to implications of where it's fished at, there were warnings on some of this that some of this is not good if you are pregnant or something. So read your labels. Where'd it come from? I don't know. Here I see one is a product of Thailand. That's a sardine in a tomato sauce. But if you can get these from Morocco, anywhere in North Africa, I think it's probably better. Here is mackerel, product of Chile. Good source of omega-3, you know we love that. So many really nice fishes. Just read where they're coming from though, okay? Ooh, look at these Spanish sardines in these little jars, and tunas. So if these are Portuguese or Spanish or Moroccan, I may grab some. Okay, I just learned the hard way. Spanish style is a product of in vegetable oil, or with vegetable oil and spices. I wouldn't trust their oils. Product of the Philippines, so I'm probably going to stay away from that. And there is salmon from the Philippines. So I don't know where all the water, I don't know the treatment of all the water where this comes from, and I do eat wild, and I just try to purchase from countries that I know the water is relatively safe. But I am super happy to see all the beautiful spices they have. See, and something like a fried garlic that's fried in palm oil. I just don't know how old the oil is. I don't know anything about the oil, so I probably wouldn't pick that up. Chilies and more things in packets. A lot of those things in packets have very, very high sodium. They just start with sodium. So if it's a stock, it's just heavy on the sodium as the ingredient. Oh, curry paste. So here we go. Soy oil, onion, lemongrass, curry powder, garlic, sugar, salt. This could have been decent, except the soy oil, I don't want. Many, many packets of stuff, boxes and gelatins, lots of soup, but lots of salt. So the sodium there, 830 milligrams, 36% of your daily need. All this is salt, so if you made your own stock, you would need vegetables or bones of some sort, but this is just the addition of salt and monosodium glutamate. Tons of beautiful noodles, but those are all rice flour, and so you're not going to have, and coloring, you're not going to have any fiber in this. So, of course, eat some vegetables with it. Eat lots of vegetables and protein with that if you did eat the rice flour noodles. You could also pick up some soba noodles, which are buckwheat, and be on your way with some nutrition there. Okay, so we have a lot of noodles. More noodles, ramen. And if you're eating healthy, maybe not. Get this. It's kind of a secret room back here. Here is tons of noodles of all flavors in little containers. There's the Lipton cup of soup, but then we go into tons of flavors of noodles, ramen, and big bowls, hot pot, spicy, lots of noodles. A lot of people eat lots of noodles, but just always, if you have to have a lot of noodles, make sure you have vegetables and fats with them. And more ramen. A lot of that ramen is fried in palm oil, so if you're eating healthy, you can do a lot better making it yourself. Steamed banana cake. Sounds interesting. And so that is tapioca starch and rice starch. So that's pretty much a huge carb load with no fiber to speak of. And that is the problem sometimes. when you don't have fiber in anything. It is just a simple carb that's going to go straight to your glycemic index and raise it. So if you did eat something like this, definitely have it with some fruit or a protein. And here's where the rice is, large amounts of rice. So if I was going to eat this, if I was going to eat a white rice, definitely have it with vegetables and protein, but I would look for a brown rice. It's got to exist. It does. It's here. One thing you're going to get is a lot of prepared treats. And then, of course, you have the seaweed chips and all that. But you have a lot of crackers that are just kind of starchy crackers. All sorts of bean curd sticks and sugars. They use a lot of sugar in Vietnamese. So that is something to think about. And then, of course, more chips that are fried in oils that you don't even know what they are. So there's just a lot of sugar in different shapes. You can find every shape. Crunchy, hydrogenated oils on top of cookies, Hello Kitty shapes, waffle shapes, layer cakes, bean candy, corn candy. So you have to really think if you want any of this or all of this in your body. Okay, chicken meat floss. I might not have that. Kind of tons of candies, jellied candies, drinkable candies. More candy. Chips. Crackers, all refined sugar crackers, just in different shapes. How crunchy do you want it is going to determine what is in the cookie. Whether there's cream in there, it's a hydrogenated cream. Chances are good with a cheap, simple sugar to turn it crunchy. And you can call it breakfast cracker, you can call it a wafer, you can call it whatever you want. It's just cheap sugars. Oh, hey, Twinkle. What's in here? Let's see. Twinkle wafers. Okay. Wheat, soy. Oh, that's allergens. Okay, sugar, wheat flour, palm oil, vegetable shortening, cornstarch, soy, salt, strawberry flavor, palm kernel oil, 2-hexan LOL. See, I probably would not buy that. And as we leave, more and more candy and crunchy things, which is very interesting because in the US, everybody's eating crunchy things of interesting shapes, little cakes, little crunchy things, little pancakes, little pockets, little cookies, and they look wonderful, but they are just all extra sugar. Milk candy with a baby bottle. Those two things shouldn't even go together. And all sorts of crunchy fried chill shake, yeah. A lot of these sweet drinks are just carbonated or simple sugars, glucose sugars. So be careful if you can just pick up a seltzer or something. Perhaps pick that up. That might be better for you. If you were to get a juice, get 100% juice. Don't get any sugar added. But if you could just get the fruit and make a juice yourself, you'd be ahead of all of this. Okay, for example, this melon juice, which actually looks a little on the fun side, contains 1% juice, and then we get down to the water and the sugar, non-fat milk, lactic acid, and a bunch of stabilizers. So, you know, even though these look kind of good, they're just sugar. More sugary drinks, Body Armor, Gatorade, Pepsi. Okay, for example, this is a soda called Ramoon Soda Artificial Pineapple. In that, there is one serving. It is carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, citric acid. So It even looks thick. It just kind of looks like syrup. So if it's 70 calories, there's 7 teaspoons of sugar in that one drink. That's a small bottle. And there's all different flavors of that. Oh, Hello Kitty. More juices, more liquid sugars. Makes your teeth just hurt looking at all of this. Run from all of this and just get water. This is cute. They've got seeds. You can grow your own. Okay. Interesting. Nut almond and Adley tea. I've never had a nut tea in my life. That might be worth trying. I've never had a nut tea. I've never seen a nut tea. And they have supplies if you're making brown rice. There's a rice cooker. And lots of cooking supplies, pans. Of course, I would expect all that in here, but I love to see that. If you cook a lot of Asian food, you need some of these bigger containers. I'm going to be making my own kimchi, so I'm going to need one of these big bowls to round up that Napa cabbage. I love Lucky Cat. I love you, Big Kitty. Love you. Love, love the Lucky Cat. That Asian grocery store has so many groceries, and always in an effort to be clean, we can include some of that in our grocery cart. But also know there are some things you need to stay away from. So I hope I showed you some things to put in your cart and also some things to keep rolling by. But I want to thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. And please like and subscribe.